Welcome back to the channel. So today there's not going to be a lot of progress on the video, but it's showing you what we got coming up later on this next week to catch you up on things that we're doing. So start off with, we're removing everything off the front of the engine and ceramic coating everything. Ceramic coating, it's a high heat black for the water pump, what all. I've got a can here. There's no sponsorship, nothing like that in it. It's just something I like to use. I would like for them to help me, but I build several engines. But if they contact me, want to, that's fine. If not, ain't no big deal. I don't mind using the product. But if you want to use a red, this is like a caliper, high heat here, and it works good. We've already tested this stuff on different things. We built a LS here, was it the last month or so, and it's held up good. You can get, of course, the aluminum black. It don't come in a lot of colors. You got like aluminum clear, black, like a red. I think you get it. Let's see, I've got one. Yeah. I do have one in the Chevrolet orange, and this is a ceramic coating. So when you get this stuff dirty or get something on it, man, it wipes right off. It really cleans that well. But so as you can tell, we got the new AC system in, the condenser, compressor. The line should be here this next week, so all that'll be set up. The dryer, we got it. So we can get everything updated when we go back in this thing with it. Everything will be here. But today, I got my, over on my bill page, there's a link down below. I got the fuel system, the supply here. And there's several ways I thought about doing it. That's what we're going to talk about today. So, first off, I adapted it down from the 3/8 inch inlet and the supply to the car down to a 5/16. Okay. Now you're thinking, well, I seen small, or most small block guys know 5/16 is fine. You got 3/8 supply from the tanks to the pump, then you got a 5/16 supply up to the carburetor and a 1/4 inch return. But let's look at what we got right here as far as fittings and what we got to work with. The regulator, the fuel filter, what we have. Let's check it out right here. So as you can tell, we got plenty of fittings, anything we want to do with it. So I'm going to bring you a little bit closer here, and I've got a couple ideas of how I wanted to do it. One idea I really can't. I think it wouldn't look too good. The second option is probably not going to look the best or how I want it. I may Google some pictures and cheat a little bit and see how others are doing theirs. I know there's one guy following me that's building pretty much the same engine. Actually, there's 4 now that's building the same 880 block. I think they're using 880 block as far as specs and what they're building, pretty close to the same. He mounted his, with the regulator and all on the head because his alternator's not there. I think it's on the other side, which it looks good. I didn't ask him if I could share his picture, so I'm not going to. If he sees the video and comments that it's okay to share that picture, I will. And then we'll talk about it next week and I'll show it to you. But anyway, the last option I come up with is taking one of my 45s. If I need to bring it in closer, I will if you can. I think you can see it though. So I'm going to take a 45. I think a 90 will be too much. I think it will be. And it may work. I'll have to set up a little bit to find out. But anyway, the 45, and then what I may do is take my line. I've got brackets and all kinds of stuff to do it with. Take the 45 and come down and come out the side here of the engine, down by where the fuel filter or fuel pump was. These aren't the castings there, but nothing's drilled out for the mechanically fuel pump on the 96880. So as I go out, there's a on the C10 fender wells there's a flat spot, then you got like a 45 that comes up on it. On that 45, I mean on the flat spot, I'm thinking of doing the fuel filter. Well, this line will come down, come out, and come to it. Okay. And then of course we got other 45s and 90s up here. It's about a 45-degree angle that will come up and we'll 90 back into the regulator, which is coming this direction. Okay. We'll do the regulator, it'll be bolted on there. Come back into it, then we'll have our fuel supply coming in. I may have this backwards and turn around, but anyway, it's pretty much where it's going to have to be. Of course, you got to have your return. If it wasn't for the return on this, if it wasn't for the return, and I can go with a different regulator if I want to. I do have the stuff that can mount to the valve covers that I can mount the regulator up here. I've got stuff in inventory that you wouldn't believe. This bracket here can be, you know, put where you want it, and I could put it out here. The problem I'd have with it is my return. Because you got an adapter that goes here, the 6 is going to stick out, then you're going to have a 90, so it had to be pretty high. So we're pretty much stuck with the firewall supply, I mean the fender well supply coming into it, which I think will be fine, because what we're going to run is I'll run a gauge showing me what my fuel pump is sending me. Okay. Then of course we'll have the gauge at the regulator, and this distance here we got, most of the pressures are set around 7.75s. 8 you're steeping it out a little bit to run 8s, but 7.5 will put it pretty much where I want it. That had somebody show up there for a second, and where I was at 7.5 pounds from your fender wall to your carburetor, you're probably going to have enough fuel supply. If you run it, go to pass somebody and you run out of fuel, well, bump it up a little bit, you know, regulate it, play with it till you get where you want it. Like I said, we got all the fittings we need. On the run stand, what we'll do is I'll have this line hooked up. I'll go ahead and hook up our steel line and run it down, and then I'll have just a common electric fuel pump supplying us some fuel. I'll have the fuel pump on it, the regulator, of course it'll be a filter, the regulator, so we can adjust it down so we can run this thing on the run stand. I want to put on the run stand because I want to make sure all these belts are right, do all of our adjustments there, our idle with no AC load, no alternator load, and what all. So we'll run it there and see what where adjustments need to be at. And that's another thing. I don't know if the I looked, it's not on this engine that's in the truck, so it's probably in that box of stuff that the guy sent that was previous to the previous owner. When I bought it, he kept everything from the 86 that he took off of it because the cartridge jet messed up on him, and he put the Holly on it. I don't see the kicker on it. For the AC. So I'll have to either get one or see if that one there works. It may not even work. But anyway, it's just a short video of what's coming up. I mean, everything was off the engine this week, like I say, coated and putting it back on. I still got to drill the little hole I was talking about. I'll have that in the video, reinforcing the idler for it. You know, it's coming along. It's gonna be close to make it to the No Name Nationals. And if you hadn't yet, I'll put some links down below to check out some of these guys' channels. BareroseGarage, he's fun to watch. Cousin Cleatus, which is stuff with Cleatus. Buzz down there, he's got to do with the Roadkill. Buzz, for No Name Nationals, he's a big part of it. But check it out, and check out John Wilbur's. I'm gonna put his link down there too, so y'all can watch the lives. He has his lives every Friday night of the new updates, what's going on with the No Names, and then he'll also have a guest on there. Now, John's invited me to be a guest, and I know I like a few subscribers to making the qualification, and I'm gonna write John, or by the time this video is, I'll have it written, to put somebody in there that wants to go, that needs a few more subscribers, that their project's going to be finished on time. I'm not promising this is going to be finished on time for No Names. So there's I got to be done within 101 days. Now that's days of 101 days till it. About 14, 15 weeks. So you divide that down, that's like what, 28 days, or say 26 days. I'm only, with the heat like it is, I'm only half a day per day. I'm off Saturday and Sunday, sometimes Fridays. It all depends on my doctor visit, whatever. So I got Fridays. But overall, the hours that's on the engine working on it is 1 day out of those, either the 2 days or 3 days. I'm still only getting 1 day. So out of the, say, the 14 weekends, that's only giving me, 7 days to finish this. It's going to be close. It really will. If I get the other one out, get this one in, of course, I'll probably spend a weekend cleaning up the engine compartment on that one, getting it painted, cleaned up, ready to go. The following weekend, put this in. So that's 2 weekends that it's gone. And you got I got both the seats down in it still. That's another weekend or another day. It's gonna be close. I may go if it don't get completed. Either way, I may go up there. I don't know yet. So I'm at it as much as I can. It does take time to do this. I'm not going to throw it together just to go. That's something I don't do. Just throw something together. We're not going to do that. So if we make it, we make it. But having John put somebody in there that their project is going to be ready and they need the subs to make the No Name 500, I'd rather that happen than me waste a night, you know, because I just can't do that. I don't want to waste anybody's time. So anyway, this next week I'm just going to hook up the fuel for the stand and finish up mounting everything and get this thing ready to fire up. I hope to have it on the stand next weekend or the following. Alright, and we'll bust this thing off and see what she's all about. I'm ready to hear it, aren't y'all? So anyway, thanks for watching, and this is where I'm at. This is where we're going. And we'll see y'all next Sunday, 8 p.m. Central. And check out the links below. If you want to know more about the build, more detail, what's going on, anything I'm using, what's happening, go to the build page. I know a lot of y'all don't have Facebook, don't care for it, but if you have it, go to the build page in the link below and you'll see what's coming up on the video before the video comes out. You'll see where I'm at, what I'm doing. We talk about different things, how the setup is, and what all. But anyway, see y'all next week, and see you then. Thanks for watching.